Hello, my name is Fernando Bender. I'm the developer manager at Greenfield. Today with our software Wild Horses we'll make an analysis on the prices of Bitcoin quoted in United States dollar for the week ending this Sunday, 28 October at the end of the day. We see here in this plot that the prices have been moving sideways. That's not an accumulation. Was it so, there will have been volume building up, which is not the case. We see here by this colorful bar at the end of the plot. And it is colored according to how many standard deviations the volume of negotiations is above the average, which is clearly not much, because bluish tones means near average volumes, and reddish tones means two standard deviations above the average, which is quite extraordinary, and it's the type of volume that you want to see when there is a beginning of a new uptrend or downtrend on the prices. So currently we are in volumes that approach the average, and it has been so for the last 2-3 months. So we do not expect movements, which has been precisely the case where we have having decaying volatility over time. So what we expect right now is that the prices remain where they are in a broad sense, especially because they are currently within the region they have visited the most. And in our interpretation, this works as an attractor for the prices where they naturally converge in the absence of volume and can only leave it with great difficulty, which translates in the need for higher volumes of negotiation. So that's the case for this plot, which is analyzed in the horizon of 59 weeks. Now, to have a more short-term perspective on the movement of the price of the Bitcoin, we go to a 23 weeks perspective in the following plot. So here what we see is something very interesting. The prices have been able to hold a bottom in 6,200. According to many people believe it will break up, it will go down, it will disappear, it will go to zero. That has not been the case. The market seems very much comfortable with the current level of the prices, and each time we test the 6,200 there is new purchases that bring the prices up, which means that there is a perception in the market that 6,200 is a cheap value for the coin. Now, what we can see here is that the movement that happened 2 Thursdays ago was negligible. As we can see, it was within this segment here, which is clearly nothing in this landscape, even in a short term of 23 weeks. So what we see here is that intraday moves are not relevant for the behavior of the prices nor the orbit where the prices circulate normally. So there's nothing to see in the intraday but noise. Now, the trends are not defined in that scale of time. The trends manifest itself in a broader scale of time. We mean weekly and monthly, okay? So maybe in the daily scale we can see some movements beginning to build up, but they show up its strength in weekly and monthly moves. So that's the point here. Now what we see is that the prices are nearing the top of the region they have visited the most, which is this blue region that starts a little above $6,000 and goes to a little above $6,500. So that's the case, and as we can notice here, the prices have been able to leave this region, but they return nonetheless soon after. But the amplitude, or how far above it they were able to leave, is decreasing sharply over time. However, the length that they were able to remain without it has not. So expect a similar move now, maybe mimicking the previous one, or something between this one and its previous one. So let's see what it does. I have some volume building up here, however not as much as before when I have more lengthy moves away from it. So what we predicted, something that will touch this top, maybe escape a little, but not far exceeding this last top that it made here. So to have a more precise perspective of where the prices are going, we will analyze now Bitcoin with an independent algorithm that forecasts directly its prices for this Sunday, which will be, according to it, in 6,533. So that's it for this week, in an interval that is admissible from 6,200 to 6,800. So very well within the range that the prices have visited the most in the previous graphic, and clearly the same in the 59 weeks graphic. So what we see here is that we are in an horizontal move clearly right now with a slight up move expectation. Still the interval admissible is within this range. So that's it for this week. We have weekly analysis on Bitcoin prices on Monday, on Tuesday Ethereum, and on Wednesday Ripple. Okay, we have a playlist only in English with our analysis in English, another one in Portuguese. If you are interested in other assets, please contact us. You have our website up here. And don't forget to sign up to our YouTube channel. You are welcome, especially with your comments, your suggestions, and surely your critics. We welcome any feedback. Thank you very much. Have a good week. Good business to you. Bye.